didn't come in that way. I'm going to have to check that out.
All right. Welcome to Help Desk with Joe, show 114. And as you probably heard, we have a hole in the side of the building, courtesy of the garbage truck.
All right.
All right.
Now, why aren't we like...
Welcome to the weekly show.
Yeah, why Justin's already getting us off the rails. This is going to be fun.
No, this is how it goes. Justin, daggone it. At the start of the show, even.
So I want to know is why aren't we broadcasting live from the hole?
They didn't have an electric hookup.
Oh, okay.
But we're here, Patch Turned Up Studios, Spencer, West Virginia, and Help Desk with Joe, show 114, well over 100 now, kind of crazy, 14 weeks.
Yes.
Over the 100 mark, the century mark.
Yep.
How exciting. All right, we got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. T-Mobile, Paramount Plus, Starlink, and then a very interesting tip of the week. And
yes.
we didn't get a chance to talk beforehand, so I have no idea. And the intrigue and suspense are killing me.
Yeah, this was by design. I didn't want to. I want to get your
I kind of
live
figured
reaction.
that was the deal because
Yeah.
you're tricky like that, Joe.
Yeah.
And Justin's already got us off track, so you know, as you probably heard there at the beginning, a garbage truck backed into the side of the building, put a big old hole.
And then snakes started moving in.
Is that what happened?
Wasn't there a snake in the building too
I don't know.
that Kenny had to deal with?
You got me.
Man, you guys have a busy week.
I know. It's been a real busy week.
Like busier than usual.
I'm not even going to talk about the Department of Ed losing our funding. Yeah. They're fiscal wizards.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll skip that. That's a story for another day.
And we won't poke that bear.
Oh no, bear's already been poked. Anyway, it's been a week. What a week already! It's today Thursday.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
All day.
And it's Thursday, by golly. But hey, we're happy to be here.
But-
I like it. Help Desk with Joe makes everybody's day better.
But tonight's the backyard brawl, so
Is it really?
yeah.
Okay, I don't follow any of that, so you know.
So
That's a local thing?
WVU versus Pitt.
Oh, that's tonight?
Yeah.
I thought some people were literally fighting.
They might be. I don't know.
Pro wrestling in Joe's backyard.
I was like, oh, I'm
And that's
intrigued.
air quote with pro.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling.
Well, we record with a GoPro, so I mean.
So, Joe, we did have an interesting conversation on the walk over down the hall here. Your young one's starting school.
Yes.
My gosh, what a milestone.
Yes.
I remember when she's a baby.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't seem.
Now a big old kitty gardener.
Yeah.
Bus rides, school days,
Yes.
teachers,
Yes.
5 days a week.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Yeah, this morning she goes, I don't want to go to school. I just want to stay home. I'm tired. Like, look, you have to go to school.
Yeah. Such a great milestone
Yes.
sometimes.
And I didn't get a chance to ask you this before the show. So how's Kel surviving college?
Oh gosh, he's made for it. You know, some of those kids get homesick and struggle with being somewhere different and new. But you know, we travel so much for soccer and stuff that it doesn't bother him. He's just like, all right, somewhere new to go. They got 3 meals a day, and you know, I got a nice room to live in. All right, I'm good.
Yeah. Kel's like the ideal candidate for college. Like he's always up for an adventure. He's just kind of.
He went with bottle rockets and firecrackers and his guitar and you know, stuff like that. So he's let the hijinks begin already. They messed around and left him with too much free time.
Yeah, that's not good.
Now he came back for Katie's soccer game on Tuesday. You know, because he's only an hour and 10 minutes away. So he ran back, brought some friends with him, and that's the first thing his buddy's like, man, this kid's something else. I was like, welcome to our world.
Yeah, it's like, now he's your problem.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, they keep him entertained, or he entertains somebody. I don't know how it works, but no, he's doing good. He started classes and all that jazz, so he's pretty excited.
That'll eat up some of his free time.
Yeah. And he's got soccer and track to contend with, so
There you go.
they've already had their team cookouts and all that good jazz. So he's made friends and right at home.
All right.
I might not ever see him again. I don't know.
Oh, he'll eventually get hungry or run out of money. He'll be home.
Oh, we went up and saw him real quick we were passing through and bought him groceries. And I was like, man, $80 worth of groceries. What are you going to do with all this food? He's like, oh, it'll get eaten.
Yeah.
I was like, gosh. Funny stuff.
Yeah, see, inflation just killed everything. Whenever I was going to college, I could eat on
Oh.
$10-15 a week.
Oh yeah.
And like Dad still brags about it. It's like, yeah, just send Joe with $10 because I would go Little Caesars, get a pizza, and then that's when Arby's had the 5 roast beef sandwiches for $5.
Yeah.
I'd get those, and I was good for the week.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And then,
Wow.
and then every once in a while, I would go grocery shopping at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Because it had a real nice Dollar Tree, and I'd just get everything else.
Oh yeah. The good old days. That doesn't happen anymore.
No.
But anyway. All right, well, let's get on with this show, Joe. Technology news helping out everybody. So this is free information. You're welcome.
Yes.
And,
So it's worth every penny.
Yeah. So what was the first one, T-Mobile?
Yes, T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. Tell me about T-Mobile. You're a T-Mobile guy, right?
Yes, I am. And this is kind of interesting and exciting news.
Okay. I like it.
So T-Mobile takes coverage above and beyond with SpaceX, the Starlink, SpaceX, Elon Musk internet.
Yeah.
So T-Mobile CEO and President Mike Sievert and SpaceX Chief Engineer Elon Musk announced coverage above and beyond, a breakthrough new plan to bring cell phone connectivity everywhere. Leveraging Starlink, SpaceX's constellation of satellites in low Earth orbit, and T-Mobile's industry-leading wireless network, the Un-carrier plans to provide near complete coverage in most places in the U.S., even in many of the most remote locations previously unreachable by traditional cell phone signals. So here's how it's going to work. So to provide the service, the companies will create a new network, broadcast from Starlink satellites using T-Mobile's spectrum nationwide. The true satellite-to-cellular service will provide nearly complete coverage among almost anywhere a customer can see the sky. With this technology, T-Mobile is planning to give customers text coverage practically everywhere in the continental U.S., Hawaii, parts of Alaska, Puerto Rico, and territorial waters, even outside the signal of T-Mobile's network, starting with a beta in select areas by the end of next year after SpaceX's planned satellite launches. Text message, including SMS, MMS, and participating messaging apps, will empower customers to stay connected and share experiences nearly everywhere. Afterwards, the companies plan to pursue additional voice and data coverage after that.
This is all I'm going to say about that. We last December we were in Florida for soccer and went over and caught a SpaceX launch. I think they sent like 49 of those little satellites for Starlink up into space.
Yeah.
And like within the week, 44 of them came back down because of the sunburst or whatever happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't get quite good as planned.
Yeah. And then they had an Artemis launch that was scheduled for Monday that did not happen. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going for them.
Yeah.
But, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Sounds great. Sounds great.
Yeah, I'm excited and anxious to see how this pans out, and I'm kind of glad that they're taking this, because this is something totally different. This is new.
Yeah.
That they're actually taking this stair-step approach of, okay, we're just going to offer text messaging for right now, and then later on we'll add voice and data instead of just throwing it all at once and seeing what sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And living in West Virginia, this is exciting news for us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, rural areas always take a beating with coverage and service, and so yeah. Starlink. I don't understand how Starlink works, but okay.
It's the same thing as mine went blank. HughesNet and the other satellites. The only difference is
it seems like Starlink moves though.
Well, they're lower orbit satellites.
Yeah.
So I don't know about them moving and all that. But with them being lower orbit, the speeds are much faster and the delay is much smaller. The delay is about the same as regular landline internet.
Yeah, I just mean it seems like they move. Like I don't know. For DirecTV, like I watched the guy one time when he set ours up.
Yeah.
He had this little thing that he azimuth or something like that he sat there and it's like the satellite's right there in that direction, so we just got to aim your satellite and that satellite doesn't move,
right,
as I understand it,
right.
And it seems like the Starlink satellites move though.
Well, the Starlink, the dishes that you put on your house, because we actually did an install for a customer, they self-align, so you don't have to fool with it. You just plug it in and it finds itself.
What? No, mine didn't. Like the guy had to use a little thing and he aligned it.
Well, with Starlink, it does it automatically.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to look up.
So the Starlink tracks like a.
Yeah. Yeah, and the crazy thing of
it just seems like they go out of sight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I saw a train pass by a couple years ago, and
right.
It seems like once they're over the mountain out of sight, that you'd lose signal.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know enough to make that decision.
Yeah, I don't know either how all that works. I just know that the satellite that you mount on your house, you don't have to sit there and point it yourself. You just plug it in and it takes care of itself. And something really neat is the Starlink, those dishes that you put on your house, they have a built-in heater. So in the wintertime, you don't have to worry. Yeah, you don't have to worry about going out there and knocking the snow off of it. It'll melt itself. Like
right now, I'm looking at the live Starlink map.
Mm-hmm.
There are not any satellites over West Virginia. Now one's going across. It's just now went past Sistersville. And then one's coming in from Williamson down
mm-hmm.
south.
Yeah.
So those folks would get internet for a little bit, right?
See, I'm assuming
this satellite, the one that's come across at Sistersville, is already going out of the probably over Snowshoe, and now it's in Virginia. That's how quick it just went by.
Okay.
And the other one's going right across the middle of the state. Now, once these two clear, there isn't another satellite in the area for a pretty good ways. The next one's all the way down in Georgia.
See, I think, and I could be absolutely wrong on this, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I think it's something like...
so right now, there is not a satellite over West Virginia. Now, maybe it doesn't have to be over it. I don't know how that works.
I was going to say, it might be one of those where there's so much distance between the ground and low orbit space.
Yeah.
It's if you just get it in that general direction, it'll hit something.
Well, for instance, the satellite that was there isn't a satellite in West Virginia now. So there's one in central PA. The next one to the left is all the way out in Illinois. And then there's one down below in North Carolina. Those are the nearest satellites. So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder, could you still get an angle at it even if it's not directly above you?
That's my question, because the mountains seem to get in the way, and that's with Suddenlink. The guys that tree's growing in 4 or 5 years, it'll block your view, and then you'll have to move your satellite or cut that tree.
Right.
So I don't understand how this works, especially if they're lower.
Well, that's what I'm wondering is since it's a lower orbit and they're all constantly moving and
if it's lower though, the mountains would have more of an impact of blocking signal.
Yeah, you would think, but
I mean now there's a satellite in northern Ohio, Cleveland, and then one all the way out on the coast of Virginia, and that's it. That's all we have near us. Somebody please help me. Because I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't.
They got a lot of satellites though.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's why it self-aligns itself. Is it knows to find kind of like a mesh system.
Yeah.
Where, you'll walk in your office and you have Wi-Fi, and then you walk down the hall and it'll just automatically connect to the next satellite, and you don't have to do anything special. It just knows to hand service over to wherever.
Now, I remember the last time we were talking, there was a big issue because they'd stopped running it over Russia.
Yes.
It looks like they're back in Russia now.
Are they?
Yeah. Interesting.
So do you think you would need a special T-Mobile phone, some sort of phone that could accept the satellite to cell phone signal?
No, the plan is to take it and convert it from satellite straight to regular cell phone signal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan anyway, and then it'll just work as normal. You don't have to have a special phone. If your phone's on the T-Mobile network and you're a T-Mobile customer, it'll just work.
Yeah, without paying any extra also.
Right.
That's cool.
You know what's crazy? I'm still looking at this map. I get distracted there easy. They have massive trains out in the ocean. Off the coast of New Zealand.
Yeah.
There's a big train, and then in between New Zealand and South America, where there's nothing but Pacific Ocean, They got probably two 40 satellite trains, and probably a 30 satellite train with them, and they're all just in a straight line going somewhere, I guess. But it's kind of crazy. Why would they have massive trains out in the middle of nowhere?
Well, they may be on their way to their destination.
Maybe that's a lot to have, though. I don't know.
Well, if you go to the South Pole, you ought to see the trains around there.
See, there's none around it now. There's some satellites down there, but no train.
Yeah, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains right around.
Well, I mean, yeah, around the perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Huh. And then in the northern hemisphere, there's only 2 trains. Both of them are over Europe. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Need to talk to Emily Candarelli, who's a WVU graduate that works with NASA, and see what the scoop is.
She would be a good source of information.
Oh yeah, she did Space Gal is her thing, and she does experiments and stuff for kids.
And she's on Netflix.
Yeah, and has authored a couple of children's books about science stuff.
Yeah, very
innovative young lady.
Yes.
So yeah, and from West Virginia.
Yeah,
Heck
even better.
Yeah. Anyway, Justin, what were we supposed to be talking about? Because I got lost.
T-Mobile / Starlink.
I guess we still are talking about Starlink.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, never mind. We're on track. Sorry.
Yeah, we're on track.
Many apologies. All right, so the Starlink map thing is pretty cool. Satellite-map.space. It lets you look at all the satellites live time. All right, so what are we talking about? Starlink, T-Mobile?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that pretty much covers it. So I'm going to put a pin in this one and keep an eye on this story. See how it develops.
See what comes of it?
Yes.
All right. Was that 1 and 2?
No, that was just 1.
Okay, so the second one is Starlink by itself?
Yes.
Okay. So the second story today, still involving Starlink.
Yes. So Royal Caribbean, the cruise ship line,
Yeah.
they're going to start equipping all of their cruise ships with Starlink internet.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How do they have internet normally?
Yes, but it's traditional satellite.
Okay.
But the Starlink with a lower orbit, way faster speeds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've heard people say the internet on those cruises sometimes can be pretty bad.
Yeah, like dial up at best.
Yeah.
Well, you're out in the ocean, and you're on a cruise. What do you need internet for anyway? Put your phone away and go enjoy the cruise.
Yeah.
This is true. That's kind of one of my wonders. But I know, being the nerd that I am, I would find a reason why I needed the internet, and 2, I would have to try it out.
Jeez.
So it's just.
Oh, jeez.
Now, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I take you didn't win the lottery, so
No, trust me, you guys would know.
Yeah.
I see a picture on Facebook that says, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anybody, would there be signs and there was like a hunk of bologna this thick on a sandwich.
Yeah.
So, after SpaceX announced its new Starlink maritime service last month, it was only a matter of time before some household name in the boat world went all in on the satellite service. Sure enough, this week Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines announced it will be adding the service to its whole fleet after a pilot service on one of its ships got rave reviews.
Really?
Wow.
Nice.
So this is Starlink is making a huge splash with their internet, because it was just a residential, and then they slowly rolled out where if you live in an RV, you can if you just travel around, you can get internet for them. And then now the maritime service, where if you just live on a boat or on a cruise ship, you can use the service as well. Hence, that might be why all the satellites we just saw in the ocean, over the ocean.
So, just to go back a little bit to the idea of having satellite cell phone, I mean, would you literally have to be outside with your phone? Like, could you be indoors? Would the walls of your house mess up the signal, or do you have to actually have a view of the sky? Or you might need a booster or something if you're inside.
I'm going to say there's probably, I know just from the way regular Wi-Fi works, walls will interfere with it. So it is completely inside a realm of possibility you'd still need to go outside. But only time
Well,
will
hold
tell.
on. No, that's a good question. How does that work?
What do you mean?
Your phone.
What do you mean?
Normally, well, you're going to get data. You go through essentially making a phone call, right, to the local tower.
Yeah.
So now you'd be making a phone call to the satellite.
Yes.
Huh. Because in the movies and stuff, you see like the signal from your cell phone going straight up to a satellite, but that's not how it really works. It goes to a tower.
Right.
From a tower to a hub, and then from
Right.
a hub
Right.
over landline, essentially.
Right. The only change
So your phone would be a satellite phone?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Do our phones automatically have that?
There are phones that you can buy satellite phones, but the phones themselves are expensive and the service is very expensive.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. So would your phone go to the local tower and then go to the satellite?
No, what would happen is, like, in an area that you don't have signal, the satellite is still beaming down the signal, but the satellite converts it into T-Mobile's regular signal that they're sending from the tower. And so your phone doesn't know any different. It doesn't know if it's connected to a tower or satellite. It just says, hey, there's a signal from T-Mobile. I'm connected to it.
So it is kind of it would be a satellite phone.
Yeah, at this point, basically.
Wow. Okay. I always thought like satellite phones were super special signal phone things.
They are. Okay. But Starlink and T-Mobile are taking the technology and converting it into conventional signal.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah. Into terrestrial signal, not satellite signal.
Gotcha.
Using satellite signal.
Yeah. A lot of stuff rolled into one there, Joe.
Yes. Clear as mud.
Huh. I'm still watching satellites too. Just so everybody's aware. It's a fascinating little website here. Like the one train is now going over the northern part of South America. I'm a little upset that they went back into Russia.
Well, they didn't go fully. I mean, if you look, it's still pretty desolate.
Yeah.
Well, your average Russian. Don't want to hate on them too much.
It's not hating on them.
Let them have their decent cell signal or whatever. Or internet.
Satellite signal.
Internet.
All right.
You guys want a machines are taking over the world story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you guys heard at all about...
Hold on. You say that as if this isn't a technology show. I mean, come on now.
Have you guys heard about these AIs that can like generate totally unique images on their own? Like,
yes.
You just type in a prompt like Joe McDonald with a Rubik's Cube in his hand and it'll...
Yes.
Can create it.
What? Hold on. Where's this at?
It's called DALL-E, D-A-L-E. And it basically the algorithms or whatever, the AI has like tens of millions of images in its...
Hold on. How's it spelled?
DAL-E. So its little like AI brain has like millions and millions of images with these tags on them. Like, here's what a dog looks like. Here's what a car looks like. And then you can just say, create an image of a dog driving a car, and it'll come up with its interpretation of what that would look like.
Yeah.
Just from searching?
Yeah.
Well, how's that AI, though?
Because they're not taking stock photos, it's completely generating an original image. Okay, case in point.
I mean, it's still using if-then code.
Right, but it's not like Justin's not saying, show me a picture of Dave, and it just shows a picture that it pulled off your Facebook account.
Right, but I'm saying, like, armchair in the shape of an avocado, it's taking an avocado and then just manipulating that image.
Right.
Enough to be
right.
its own, I guess. But, I mean...
Yeah, because
it's still if-then statements.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's where the algorithm
I guess just because it's making decisions as to
No,
how to make that look.
I don't think it's making decisions. It's doing if then. If avocado's in it, and then. I mean, is it independently making these decisions?
I mean,
There's got to be a code for it saying.
there's no human saying here's what the outcome should look like. It's creating that on its own.
Yeah, because I've seen a video of somebody using that, and they said, "Show me a picture of Chewbacca and Yoda in court," and it showed Chewbacca on the witness stand and Yoda in the defendant's seat.
That's crazy. What it can come up with.
Yeah.
But a guy basically used one of those AI generating art things, created a piece of art, printed it out, took it to a art competition and won. First place.
Wow.
People are up in arms a little bit.
Okay, so then you bring up that whole conversation. Okay, did he originally create that? Because technically he did. It wasn't his hand, it wasn't brush to paper or another, or like pencil to paper or anything like that, or canvas or whatever. But technically he did originally create the art piece.
Yeah, it's got some artists scared that their job's on the line in the future. Why pay an artist when you could just do it with a computer?
With a dolly.
Yeah, pay an artist to come up with a cool logo. Just have it done by AI instead. Then other people are like, well, I guess the humans aren't really necessary, and we don't need artists anymore. Other people are saying there's like a debate raging on it.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things. There's always going to be a place for it.
Because some of the images that come out of it don't look the best.
Exactly.
An artist could do a better job.
Exactly, and that's where I'm going with it. It's like, yeah, it's one of those things. It looks good it's an idea. It looks good on paper, but
Well, and it has to pull from known data. That's why I don't feel like it's, we're not talking about a machine creating data. It's pulling from known data, and then just variances of that known data.
Right. But I guess there's AI music too out there.
Well, again, it's just pulling from known.
It takes like kind of what the Beatles sound like and makes
yeah.
like a new Beatles song based on the tones and everything in their music. It takes like all their music.
Yeah, I've lost interest. I'm back to the Starlink now.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of like that website you showed me one time, Justin. What was it? Not a real person, or?
Yeah, this person does not exist.
Yes,
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like you see these pictures, like that should be somebody, and that person has never existed.
Yep.
So it's basically that on a whole other level.
Like a sketch artist.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good story, Justin. So the guy actually won an art competition with that.
Yep.
Okay, Dave. So where do you fall in on that? So should the guy have won because it was an original art piece that he didn't create it by hand?
Well, it's tricky because it depends on what the rules of the art competition were.
Okay.
Like I'm only familiar with the Black Walnut Festival, and they always have categories like landscape, blah blah blah. Some in one of the categories may or may I don't know if it's like ones that allow you to use filters. Because you could take a picture and use a filter in Photoshop, and then it's yours. So what's the difference?
Right.
But it's not, something you did taking the photo. It's altering the photo after it's taken.
So let's say they say,
and people do that all the time.
The rules say it's a digitally created original piece. It was digitally created. It's an original piece. But literally all the work he had to do was type in some trigger words.
Yeah. That's...
Should he maintain his title or not?
I'm going to say yes, unless there's rules specifically against it. See, it's hard to tell. People get validated for that because, they tricked this system. Did he do it purposefully just to show that
it can be done?
Yeah, look at me to get attention because I won an art competition and fooled you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was it one of those deals, or was it guy following the rules and he just won, and the regular artists are mad because he didn't really do it?
Right.
I don't know. So it's so hard to tell.
Yeah, like you said, unless the rules say you can't do it, then
Yeah.
more power to them.
Because I mean, if you take, here's how I see it. If you take a picture of like a cardinal bird, you know, the bright red ones, for instance, you go in and you manipulate it to make the reds brighter, you know, or something like that. Then is that still, you know, your photo and your art, even though you manipulate it? I don't know.
Well, I think that would be going back to like if you actually took like a digital camera outside and took a picture of the cardinal yourself, and then manipulated it. You've had a hand in the whole process.
Yeah.
It might be hard to prove that somebody, if they denied that they did use AI, that they did maybe. Like in a college art class, some kid could turn something in and be like, I don't believe you made this. I'm like, well, yeah, I did.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Well, now what's the NFTs?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all digital.
Yeah.
Original work.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Go to music. Look at music. How much original music is there actually happening now?
With or without auto tune.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You go, oh, this is my original song. As I manipulate my voice and the songs, you know, especially some of the hip hop and stuff now none of that's original. They're just they all share the same rhythm and beat. It's called trap music. If you really want to delve into it, look up trap music.
Oh, we've had this conversation.
Yeah, I just mean for anybody that hadn't heard this.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's crazy. There's more of it than what you realize, because I've seen videos where people like will play this hit song and then go, now go back to listen to this song from 5 years ago and it's the exact same tune.
Well, you know, let's ask DJ Dizzy over here. So you did techno music, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you play any instruments?
Nope.
Okay, was any of the music you did your music?
No, just telling the computer what I wanted to do.
There you go. Yeah. But when you DJ, it's dropping your beat, right?
Right.
That's what that's the common tone of it.
Yeah, definitely not my voice. Nobody wants to hear that, or my instrumental skills. It's all computer.
But that's what I mean. It's your work though, because you're taking pieces of technology and putting it together, and now it's your music, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying that argument has been there forever.
Yeah.
You know, if a techno person now I did see there's a pretty cool movie. Who's it got in it? A guy from the new Baywatch, not The Rock, but the other guy, Zac Efron.
Okay.
Where he's a DJ and plays techno music, but like he gets record sounds like power lines buzzing, you know, and a coin getting spun on a table, and then he incorporates that into his music, and then so I don't know, it's tricky. It's so tricky.
Yeah, because I was watching America's Got Talent the other night, and there was a lady. She said she's a one person band.
Yeah. And
basically what she's doing, she was using a looper.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, that was cool. I mean, to be able to do that, that is talent. But again, it's one of those, you're using technology, so you're not using you're not strumming the guitar the whole time. You know, you're not playing the piano the whole time. Very good story, Justin. This is bringing up a lot of questions.
Yeah.
The old school version was like a guy who literally had like a drum on his side.
Yes. Yes.
Use his mouth to like hit.
Yes.
5 different things.
Yeah.
Strum a guitar all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's putting into work.
Yeah.
Both feet working.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, one of my favorite videos is a violin street artist, and he's using a looper. But it's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Juilliard trained violinist that's just amazing. And he's got a violin that's electric, so it's just the outline of it.
Yeah.
You know, with the strings and stuff, so it's not like a Stradivarius or a wooden one. It's an outline of I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but it's got the frame for a body.
Okay.
You know, so there's no real body. It's all just electric.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, amazing show on the street corner.
Wow.
But you know, he uses a looper, and like one of the things he does is he taps the string, boom, boom, creates a drum.
Yeah.
You know, but it's pretty awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, it's
I
an
like
older
the-
one.
the
It's probably
loop
10
and
years
stuff.
old. But
It's pretty impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy on TikTok. He's originally from West Virginia.
Yeah.
He lives in Michigan. Let me look him up real
I
quick.
thought you were going to say Jessica White.
No. No, but I have met Jessica one time.
Well, he used to do cardboard dancing.
Yes, Philip Bowen. He actually has some original music, but he's on TikTok and he does a lot of music. He'll say, "Will it fiddle?" and he takes his violin and he'll just pull it into a song, and I mean it changes. It's like it takes a great song and just
Wait a minute. Did he add fiddle to Almost Heaven, West Virginia?
yes,
I saw him.
yes,
Somebody showed me that at soccer the other day.
completely changed it, didn't it?
It's kind of crazy. I only saw like 10 seconds. I'd be like, hey, check this out.
Yeah. One of my favorites he does is Brad Paisley and Alison Krauss, Whiskey Lullaby. When he adds that in there, it's just enough that you didn't think that song could get any better, and it just adds it to a whole other level. But he actually has original music as well.
Huh.
But he has all kinds of videos. He'll go live all the time, at least once a week, and on live he'll say, okay, somebody throw out a song, and they'll say a song, okay, he'll say, okay, will it fiddle? And he'll pull up, you'll hear the music in the background, and he'll add his fiddle to it, and amazing.
That's pretty cool. DJ Dizzy, you still doing techno music?
Yep.
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with it?
I keep it to myself for the most part.
Really? You don't have like social media you're throwing it out there on?
No, not at the moment. Still,
See-
I don't know.
See, we need to get
Not
you.
releasing stuff much anymore.
We need to get you online, and then you can go live on TikTok and make dozens of
Yeah.
dozens of dollars.
Will it DJ Dizzy?
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
I like it.
Can I put my spin on this and make it work?
There we go.
Let me find that movie for you, Justin. You'll like it.
Or that video?
It's an actual movie.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I gotta check out the violin loop and that movie too.
We're creating you a watch list very quickly.
My weekend's gonna be full of stuff.
We Are Your Friends. That's what it is. From 2015.
All right.
And it's about a guy that does techno. Wow, Zac Efron's 34 years old now.
I was gonna see if it's on Paramount Plus. That's our next story. That's
Oh
a
boy.
transition there.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. We still had one more story.
Did we do?
Yeah.
I thought we were done.
So our last story of the day before we get to our tip of the week, Paramount Plus offers U.S. subscribers in-app Showtime bundle. Paramount Plus now has an in-app Showtime bundle. Previously announced back in February, the company is offering a new bundle to U.S. subscribers that brings all the content from Showtime to its flagship streaming service. The two services were already available in a discounted bundle, but now U.S. subscribers can upgrade inside the Paramount Plus app itself to a plan that includes both Paramount Plus and Showtime. The company hopes the new product will simplify the sign-up process and provide easier content discovery. So for a limited time, U.S. subscribers can get the bundle for $7.99 per month for the Essential plan, which includes ads, and $12.99 per month for the Premium plan with no ads. The last day to get this pricing is October 2nd. After that, the bundle will be $11.99 per month for the ad-supported tier and $14.99 per month for ad-free. The best part about this bundle is that Showtime is commercial-free regardless of which plan you get.
Do you have Paramount Plus?
Yes.
How you like it? How long have you had it?
We've had it for a while.
Where does it fall in as far as the subscribing things go?
About the same price as the rest of them.
Okay.
But I tell you, I don't use it as much as I use the other apps. But there are some things on there that you just can't get anywhere else. It's one of those kind of deals.
Really? Like
Yeah.
what?
Well, like a lot of your CBS content, like if you're a big Survivor fan, like they have literally
okay.
every episode of Survivor. You can sit and binge watch in order if you wanted to, or a lot of their exclusive content.
Gotcha. Paramount Plus. I assume this is like the Paramount movie.
Yep.
Studios.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I can't keep up with all the streaming stuff.
Yeah, they keep changing everything. I saw a video last night and I laughed at it. It was a guy sitting in his living room watching a movie, and his buddy walks in and goes, "What are you watching?" He goes, "I'm trying to watch this movie." He goes, "But you're only seeing half the screen." He goes, "Yeah. Hulu owns the top half, Netflix owns the bottom half, and I don't have Netflix." He said, "Well, here, just use my Netflix login, and you get the full screen." So that it goes to full screen, and then there's no sound. He goes, "Where's the sound?" "Well, Disney Plus owns the sound."
Ah.
I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes."
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't have a TV, so I don't watch enough to know, but it's pretty, I don't know. Every once in a while I'll sit down. Like I have Amazon, so I can watch Amazon movies, and then
Right.
AT&T, so I have HBO,
Mhm.
and then I know there's a lot of stuff out there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of content.
I can't keep track of them.
Showtime just in my head is not at the top of the heap. It seems like they're way behind like HBO.
Yeah,
Where did Showtime come from?
that's what we was talking about.
Oh, okay.
They was over watching satellites again.
No, it's figuring out the. Well, yeah, I got to go back to that. But I was figuring out the Zac Efron movie and got lost there.
Okay.
So yeah, those trains that were out in the Pacific are now gone.
They dispersed.
Yeah, one of them's over South America, one of them's in the Atlantic now, and then one of them's going across the top of Europe.
Jeez.
How's that work? Do they go? I just kind of thought they'd go in the area and then they'd disperse, but they're just traveling.
Yeah, I don't know how the whole train system works.
And one of the real big ones going from Africa across Italy. Anyway, who's in charge of these things?
Elon Musk.
They need to give me like a couple of them that I can control just to have some fun.
Just a couple.
Start doing figure eights. Let's make some moves happen here. Let's put a little roll in this deal. Spell out your name. That would be cool if they make like a little design. Why they gotta travel like that? Yeah, why can't they like make a star pattern and they travel like a star?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
How these people not think of this stuff? Bloody brilliant.
Okay. Going back to our idea, let's have the three of us sit in a meeting.
Yeah.
For once, I think that's one occasion that they'll throw us out of the meeting. It's like, really? You want just a star traveling around? Well, it's called Starlink. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me. Do a smiley face. You can do all kinds of stuff.
See, Dave, you should have been an engineer because it's one of those. Well, it looks good on paper.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's my contribution. Starlink satellite train should travel around in the formation of a star.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, each continent gets their own little star.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
They might start doing it once they
Get them
run
all
out of
deployed.
like, new cool stuff to do.
Somebody somewhere is going to be like, you won't believe what I heard these three knuckleheads talking about. It's actually a good idea. Here we go.
Let's see if we can make it happen.
Yeah. One of the trains is going right across the North Pole.
Well, yeah, Santa has to have internet
I guess.
because the kids can't write letters anymore. They have to email him.
I still don't understand why they just travel around in formation like that. How long does it take to get to your destination here? Anyway, it's not how it works. I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. So yeah, complete speculation on my part of how Starlink satellites operate. I'll throw out some theories.
And there's probably somebody at Starlink or NASA are both going, he has no clue what he's talking about at all.
Who's this armchair quarterback in West Virginia
Yeah.
that has zero science background?
Well, speaking of science, you guys ready for the tip of the week?
Tip of the week. Here
Yes.
we go.
Hit us.
So this is a very interesting tip of the week, and I'm going to put you guys to the test.
Well, you have played this one up. There was no discussion beforehand, and then a very, very mysterious tip of the week thing when I was typing up the broadcast. So
Yes, so this tip of the week comes from from my personal experience from having to deal with a lot of service calls within the last couple of weeks. We've been fighting storms all summer long.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, the last, I'm going to say about 3 weeks, we have dealt with more storm-damaged electronics than we had all summer.
Now, when you say storm damage, I'm assuming like electrical stuff where
Yes.
power flickers
Yep.
and lightning might strike something and you get
Yep.
a surge.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about how to protect your items and how your items may not be as protected as what you think.
Joe, that $4 power cord should protect everything I own.
Well, now, I'm glad you brought that up.
I know you had a power cord with you.
Yes,
I didn't put it
so
together until just
I
now.
have 2 devices here.
Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure you're on the right camera.
Okay.
I was busy looking at Starlink. Okay, yep, we're good.
Okay, can you guys spot the difference between these 2 devices? Besides the color.
No.
They
Justin?
look the same to me.
Okay. This is a common misconception. One of these is a surge protector. The other is just what they call a 6 strip. Now, can you spot the difference?
No. I'm assuming it has something to do with the switch. One of them will have a switch that kicks.
They both have a switch.
That kicks, though?
Well,
Well, they both have a switch on there.
One of them should say reset and the other one should say off.
No, neither of them have it.
the one
Are you sure?
the one switch.
I swear the black one should have a reset. Say reset on it.
Looks like they both say that.
Really? What are you resetting? I always assume the ones that say reset are like you're resetting a little breaker inside.
You are.
Daggone it, Joe. These trick questions are hard.
See,
I want an easy trick question.
This is why I told you it was going to be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, they.
So tricky. Ah, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. So they're
Uh-huh.
just putting reset just so it mimics it.
Uh-huh. Well, that's part of it.
Okay, all right. And they look the same. So
Uh-huh.
I mean, the buttons are a little different, but that's.
Let Dave take a look. Let's see if Dave can.
Knock myself out with it. Like the one button seems like it would light up and the other one doesn't. But
Right.
That probably has nothing to do with it.
they're shaped the same. Man, it's weird. They're shaped the same, have the same cutouts, the same holes. They both have the neutral ground wire. The only thing I could say is the white one has a little bit thicker wire,
Yeah.
but I mean that just might be so it could carry more load. I
Right.
don't know.
This is a tricky one.
This is tricky. I'm gonna say I don't know because it's dim in here and I just can't see.
Well,
properly.
here, let me go turn the lights on.
I don't think it'll help. Or will it help?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No, it
Both
won't
off,
help.
both reset. I don't know. The white one seems to have a higher quality switch. Otherwise, I don't see a difference. I mean, size-wise, they're both built the same.
It's got nothing to do with the whatever you
I mean,
sharpie.
you can see they're the same cutout on the back.
The thing you marked out was Sharpie on the top. That doesn't have anything to do with it.
Well, that kind of said what it was or wasn't, so that's
Specific.
why I blacked it out.
All right. Joe's cheating now. Not letting us see words.
Yeah,
That's rough censorship, Joe.
I know. I should work for the government.
Would you have to read something in the fine print on the back or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, so you guys want to give a guess on which is the surge protector and which is just
I
a
gotta
6 strip?
I gotta say the only thing I had to go by was that whole reset thing, but they both say that. So
Yeah.
now I'm stumped. I'm gonna go with the white one because it's got thicker wires and it's got a light up switch.
Okay, Justin.
I'll go the other way just for fun.
Okay. Well, Dave is correct. The white one is a surge protector.
Yeah.
And right here on the side there is a little sticker that says surge protector on
Ah.
it. And if you read the back of it, door use only.
It's kind of small print on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, right here the sticker says listed surge protective device,
Huh.
UL listed. So
Yeah.
so this week's tip of the week is check your 6 strips.
Yeah.
Because this is a very common misconception that people do not pay attention to.
That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, because they go, oh, well, I have a surge protector.
Yeah.
No, it's a 6 strip.
You
Oh,
just-
no, it's a surge protector. Because, look, it has 6 plugs and it's white.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't say surge protector.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things to look into to make sure you keep your electronics safe from.
Joe, that's huge because,
Yeah.
I mean, we plug a lot of stuff in,
Yeah.
and I just always assumed every power strip was a surge protector.
Well, and here's the thing.
And you know what that means when you make an assumption?
Uh-huh.
I'm making a blank out of me and that power strip.
Yeah. And here's the kicker. I picked these up at Walmart
Yeah.
on the same exact shelf, side by side, same exact price.
Now, did one say?
Yeah, the white one here, it's actually said surge protector.
Okay, but what's the black one say?
It just says
did
power
it-
strip.
Well, I guess it didn't say
No.
anything or try to trick you. It just was
It just
labeled.
said 6-port power strip.
Huh. So power strip has nothing to do with surge protector.
Yes.
Wow, I'd have never known that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Huh.
So this is what could save or
Yeah. I mean, think of all the people out there like, well, of course it's a surge protector. It's
Yeah.
a power strip.
yeah.
It's got
No.
power in the name.
Yeah. And they go, it's the same thing. No. And I'll give you a
No.
perfect analogy.
Wow.
All thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs.
Yep.
So if anybody wants to argue that. So this week's tip of the week is make sure you have
Make
the
sure
proper...
your thumb is the finger.
Yeah. And your finger's not the thumb. Make sure you have the proper power protective equipment plugged into your devices.
Yeah.
Like TVs and stuff like that, you can get away with a surge protector. For your computers, it's always best to use an actual battery backup, which I can vouch that everything Patch has a battery backup.
Yeah.
All the critical stuff. And the battery backup, and somebody goes, well, what's the big deal with the battery backup? Why can't I use my computer on a surge protector? Because what a battery backup does on a computer, it gives you enough time to actually properly shut down your computer, because if you just kill the power on your computer, there's a chance that you could lose data, your hardware could crash, or you could lose data, your computer could crash, or there could be actual damage done to the electronics inside it, because the electronics inside a computer are so sensitive to that kind of stuff.
Wow. Kudos, Joe, on this tip.
Yeah, that's a big one. You're right. Very interesting. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That going power strips.
If they can sell them for the same price, I mean, why are they even selling non?
Yeah, why would you not make it a surge protector?
You see, I don't know that
It's got to save in cost.
somewhere.
Extra parts, it has to.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, hey,
I can see you guys now. I know you guys will.
I'm trying to think of where we got power
Yeah,
strips.
yeah.
and
You
that
guys are going on this hunt for power strips
Yeah.
and surge protector.
And I was thinking that there was a surge protector. Man, that bums me out. I never thought. I mean, I just grab them because I assume they're all the same
right.
off the shelf
it's
at
got me
Walmart or
thinking
whatever.
when we do our races and we set up all our timing equipment and we run a big long extension cord out to the computer and the timing system, like
Yeah. What are
double
you?
checking that 6 strip that we're using,
Yeah.
not
Mhm.
just throw in some random one.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Now, will this guarantee 100% guarantee your electronics? No, because I've seen stuff bypass a surge protector. It just happens. Electricity is a goofy, weird thing, but it would greatly decrease the likelihood of something bad happening if you have a surge protector. It's like a seatbelt in a car.
Yeah.
You still have a car wreck and still get severely injured, but that seatbelt can
Yeah.
save you from a lot
Worse
worse.
injury. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. That's a great tip, Joe. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that might.
You weren't messing around when you said this is a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that might stump you guys.
Yeah.
Huh.
Little guessing game and
Yeah,
incorporate it
yeah.
into the
That's
tip.
just mean.
Make
Anyways.
us look like fools.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Yeah. Keep an eye out for that. It's kind of a reflective sticker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
just a little reflective sticker, or it may even say somewhere else, like on the back. But there's just this little reflective sticker that says UL listed surge protective device.
Nice.
And in the power strip there is no sticker whatsoever.
Gotcha.
Or if you're out and about and looking, or if you're shopping online, make sure it actually says surge protector in the title or in the description.
Yeah.
And not just power strip.
And does it make sense to spend the extra $5 or $10 to get a good surge protector device? I mean, will a cheapo be more likely to mess up?
Well, here's another thing to look into. A lot of these surge protectors, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of these surge protectors have insurance policies.
Really?
Yeah, up to like, depending on what kind you get, I've seen as low as 50,000. I've seen, as high as $250,000.
That makes sense though, because I mean they're guaranteeing a product that.
Right. So pay, even if it's a couple extra dollars, get the surge protector and read that paperwork and find out how to, if you have to register it or whatever, spend an extra 10-15 minutes to figure out how to make sure you're covered under the insurance policy, because they're banking that you don't cash out on it, and it's better to spend an extra 10-15 minutes in case something does happen, that you're not having to cough up the money to buy new whatever that surge protector was supposed to be protecting.
Nice.
Wow.
All right. Did you cover it all?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, go over that one more time. Tip of the week is?
Surge protectors versus power strips.
Yep.
They look the same.
Look the same, act the same, talk the same.
Yeah. And there's
same shelf on the store.
Yep. Same price.
Really? God, that's still amazing.
Yeah, and confuse both Dave and Justin.
Oh yeah, mind blowing.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'd have never thought.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked me if any of the power strips we have around here, surge protectors, right, Dave? I'd been like, you betcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only the best for you, Joe, and our computers.
Yeah.
I bet you there isn't one surge protector I'm on. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure the black ones, the one just like you have, is the common one that we always grab because they work well, and I've never had a problem with them. And
yeah.
Huh.
And I thought I was protected.
Yeah, I know. Daggone it, Justin. What are you doing here? You're killing me, man. No, I'm joking. So, yeah, I mean, you just grab a power strip and go because they're all the same. Well, it's a great tip of the week, Joe.
Well, thank you.
Man, that's a nice find. Okay. Well, if anybody has any questions, if they're confused at this point about, how to properly surge protect their equipment, how they get a hold of you?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltech.com or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at amdigitaltech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
Nice. And a little plug, I can't talk, little plug for Patch. We had our first women's self-defense class.
Ooh.
For adults. And pretty interesting. It was on Friday, which is coincide with a football game and some other things. But we're getting ready to host the second one. Quentin Keaton with Jack Garrett Ford Garage co-host those with us. So we're excited to bring that here to our community. That's a first, I believe, women's self-defense.
Yes.
And if we have had one, it's been a long, long time.
Yeah.
But pretty neat addition to all the other adult classes we do for families, for Patch and so forth down at the Steel Hollow Estates.
Very nice facility, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have Zumba and Pilates and yoga and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen John Penna and my mind just coach.
Well, Quentin's the head of that.
The youth wrestling.
Yeah, the youth fitness wrestling club.
Coach
Coach
Bender.
Bender's been helping out. Yeah.
Yes.
They had Dylan Cottrell come in from Glenville State. So a lot of good stuff going on. And, of course, Patch tied all of it, and Jack Garrett Ford. So super excited, bringing something new to the community, women's self-defense. So
I'm going to turn the tables on you, Dave. So if somebody's interested in learning women's self-defense, how can they find out more information?
Oh, man, that's an easy one. Facebook /Patch21 or Patch21.org.
There you go.
Or you can call our office, 927-8047. Be more than happy to give you any information on that. But all free to the community. Wonderful stuff. So good stuff happening in our community. It's amazing the good stuff we have.
Yeah, I've been a few times out to Steel Hollow Estates, and I tell you, a lot of work's been done.
Oh, yeah, Chad and Krista Kuhn have done a ton of work.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a skating rink anymore. Yeah, if nobody's had you've not had the opportunity to go out there and look at it.
Yeah, little nostalgia. I kind of liked having a skating rink because you don't see too many of them around anymore. But,
right.
But man, what a great conversion.
Yes.
And such a benefit to our community.
Yes.
So if you haven't, if you're looking for something to do, you need a venue or whatever. Steel Hollow Estates out there, and they're a big partner here with us with Patch.
Yes.
So again, we have adult classes, yoga, all kinds of stuff happening out there 4 or 5 days a week. For our Patch folks. So, and Missy Atkinson teaches several of those, and water aerobics just ended, so the ladies will be going back inside.
Now they're not going to try to put a swimming pool in there, are they?
And it'd be nice. Having an indoor pool's always been on the slate for the city to consider and entities around Roane County. But no, I mean we've got so much good stuff going on. The food pantries are happening. The AMA food pantry, we've been taking vegetables out there and giving away. Local food pantry here in our building, and then the farmers market downtown and stuff. So, and Justin, we're getting ready to do a color run.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
The fun
September 10th, tentatively.
Yeah. So Marie Hedges, was a counselor at middle school, did a color run a couple of years ago, pre-pandemic, and it was awesome. People loved it. And now that we're through what I'll say the pandemic and a little bit back to normal, we're reviving that. We're working with Marie again and reviving the color run deal.
Nice.
It's part of our race series that we're going to do. So
yeah, she's a huge help at all the races.
Yeah. Wonderful
getting
patch
people
person.
signed up for the races, and so I can do the timing system, and I couldn't do it without her. It's good having an extra.
And have a surge protector.
Yeah.
A real one this time.
Yeah, get a surge protector instead of power strip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we have so many wonderful people doing work here in the community. Marie, one of our patch people, and is now a high school guidance counselor. So excited about her transition, but helping put on these races and stuff that we do. I call it a race, but really it's a walk. Some racers, I guess, but just wonderful community events. So get involved in the community, and again, if you have anything technology related, please do not call me because I am technologically challenged. Call Joe and Cena at A&M Digital Technologies, big supporters of the patch program here, keeping everything operating behind the scenes because nowadays everything's computer driven.
Yep.
And we had a challenge for you this morning, Joe, already.
Yeah.
One of our timesheet computers got a little wet.
Yeah, and the surge protector didn't protect that.
No.
That was more of a
No
direct hit.
surge protector. Yeah, it's going to save that baby.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know you've been helping us keep our laptops limping along forever. They're pretty old, but you keep them moving, so that's the key. All right, well, make sure you shop local. And is there anything else? Did we miss anything?
I think we covered everything.
Okay, again, get a hold of Joe and Cena at A&M Digital Technologies, big partners of Patch here, keeping stuff rolling behind the scenes. And we'll be back next week for another wonderful technology show. And from here in the Patch Turned Up studio, I'm going to get our intro rolling again because we like it. The Kale intro. Maybe. Why is there no sound on it, Joe?
Well, I told you to get sound for us to hear it, you have to plug in the...
Nah, I was on the wrong one.
Oh.
There we go. All right, now we're out of here. Everybody have a great week.